historically, blues was in the black clubs, in the black neighborhoods on the south side of Chicago. The most famous of which were probably Teresa's and the Checkerboard Lounge, but there were many others. Florence's and the 708 Club. There were a lot of clubs. But it was black music performed by black artists for black audiences. And at some point, those white people who became fans or followers of blues worked up the courage to venture into those clubs from time to time. And my experience is that for the most part, those clubs were quite warm and friendly to everybody. It wasn't a racist thing. If you came in to hear some blues, people were there for the music. So the audience became a white audience, and the bands were both black and white playing blues. And this is when the first white band started playing blues, real blues, serious blues, and it took off, and more clubs opened on the north side. Wise Fools, Kingston Mines, Blues, etc. Various clubs opened, and they became the more popular blues scene in Chicago than the old South Side clubs. People were always felt more comfortable to be in a North Side setting than to go into, what they perceived as the ghetto to hear blues. You just felt safer, and you knew the neighborhoods better. So people were comfortable with it, although the South Side never quit. But they were entertaining more black audiences, and the North Side was doing more white audiences. But the bands were coming to do both. And that was the history, and it's continued that way to this day. But there were more clubs 20 years ago than there are now. The club scene today is harder than it was 10 or 20 years ago. I don't think it's a reflection as much on blues as it is on life in general. I think all clubs are doing worse today than they did 10, 15 years ago because of all the media advance. People can get DVDs and watch shows at home or watch it live on TV or on demand or pay-per-view and this and that. I don't think people go out and party as much as they used to. At least certainly not the blues crowd. But the real blues fan is hardcore fan, and they still frequent and sustain these clubs.